ratio analysis. Okay, we have finished up to 5 chapters. I think most of you done performed well. Okay, I think that you all wrote the test on the self-test. Okay, so we are moving on to the 9th chapter. 6, 7, 8, you know, we'll deal with the next classes and all. So today's chapter is ratio analysis. Ratio analysis is this lesson is fully comprised of the formulas only. Okay, if you know the formulas only, we can derive it. Okay, see some of the formulas here. Before going to deal with it, you should know what is current assets and current liabilities. We know what is assets. A business owns a money, okay? Anything which is in the cash or it is equivalent to the cash or anything can be converted to the cash within a stipulated period of the time, it is known as the current assets. We have enough fixed assets, current assets, tangible assets and intangible assets. But now in this chapter we are going to deal about the current asset. Current asset means any asset is in the form of the cash or it is equivalent to the cash and which can be converted within a stipulated period of time. That is accounting cycle within a one year itself we can change into a cash. So that is called the current assets. And current liabilities. Current liabilities. Okay, the business owns some money to pay to the outside persons. So if he is in ability to pay in a cash within a stipulated period of a time, it is known as the current liabilities. Okay, yes. So chapter unit 9. The page number 296 have some differences between the current assets and the current liabilities. So current liabilities are the liabilities which are repayable in short time. Okay, in a short time, that is in a short time means within a 1 year, it is termed as a current liabilities. See what all the term will come under the current assets. Okay, investments, cash in hand. Okay, cash at bank, investments, cash in hand, cash at bank, trade receivables, What do you mean by trade receivables? If in a business sold in a product on the creditor onto the another person who is called a debitor and the debitor is promising to pay a sum of money within a stipulated time, he will write it in a voucher or a return document and that is received by a businessman. It is called a trade receivable. That we can say bills receivable. மாற்றுக்குரிய சீட்டு, மாற்றுதல் சீட்டு, ஒப்புதல் சீட்டு அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. இப்போ நம்ம ஒருத்தவங்க பே பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா அவங்க இவ்வளோ அமௌண்ட்டை நாங்கள் இத்தனை மாதத்துக்குள்ளே பே பண்ணுறோம் அப்படிங்கிறத டெபிட்டாக நம்மளுக்கு எழுதி கொடுப்பாங்க இல்லையா, அதுக்கு பேர் தான் ட்ரேட் ரிசீவபிள்ஸ். The next one is short term loan. Short term loans. Then prepaid. What do you mean by prepaid? It is paid before. Prepaid, then accrued. ACCURE. Okay, current assets is investment, cash in hand, cash at bank, and short-term loan and the trade receivables. See, these are the important assets. Okay, these are the current assets, and this is compromises this investment, cash in hand, cash at bank, trade receivables, and the short-term loans and the prepaid, accrued are all termed as a current asset. Now we move on to the current liabilities. Current liabilities is the short-term borrowings, bills payable. Okay, the next current liabilities, income received, next one is short term provisions. Okay, these are the current liabilities. Okay, see current assets and current liabilities. If you know what is current asset, what is current liability only, short bills payable, income received and short term provisions. With this we are moving on to the example sum. Example 1, calculate the current ratio. Okay, calculate the current ratio. The formula for the current ratio is current asset minus current liabilities. Current asset minus current liabilities. 11th இது வாங்க. Calculate the current ratio. Okay, current ratio. The formula for the current ratio is current assets. See, in this chapter we don't have so much of procedures and all. Okay, only the thing you have to know the formulas and the formula what will come under the classification. So current assets and the current liabilities. Current asset is equal by current liabilities. We know what will come under the current liabilities. Okay, see, check whether these items is present in the question. Current investments, inventories, trade receivables. Okay, then next cash and cash equivalent, prepaid expenses, trade creditors, bills payable and expenses payable. Check it out. What for the current asset, what you have to write? For the current assets, first one is investments. We know current investments. In the question it has given current investments. Then current investment next, inventories. What is inventories? It is the stocks. Then plus trade receivables. Then plus cash. And the cash equivalent. Cash and the cash equivalent. And the prepaid expenses. So these all will come in the current asset. Now check where is the current investment is there. Current investment is 80,000 in the sum it has given. Inventories 1,60,000. Then what is that next one is trade receivables. It is 4 lakh. Then next cash and cash equivalent is 1,20,000. Then next prepaid expenses is 40,000. Okay. So add everything. 1,60,000, 1,60,000 and 80, 2,40,000. 2,40,000 plus 4 lakh. You will get 6,40,000 and 6,40,000, 6,80,000 and 6,80,000 and 1,20,000. You will get 8 lakhs. You will get 8 lakhs. Now moving on to the current liabilities. We know what is current liabilities. Short-term loans, liabilities. The current liabilities formula is trade creditors plus bills payable. So if you are forward, just observe in the sum it will be given plus expenses payable. Expenses payable. See, so the trade creditors is 1,60,000. Then bills payable is 1 lakh. And the expenses payable is 1,40,000. Add everything. Okay, it is 3 lakh. 3 lakh plus 1 lakh is 4 lakhs. So the answer is 4 lakhs. Current asset and the current liabilities. Now apply in the formula current ratio. Current asset we got for the current ratio. Current asset it is 8 lakhs. The current asset is 8 lakhs. Current asset is 8 lakh. And the current liabilities, moving on to the current liabilities is 4 lakh. Put the zeros correctly. Divided. Okay, divided you will get zeros. It is 2:1. The ratio is, current ratio is 2:1. Okay, so only the thing, current asset in the current liabilities. Current asset, investment, inventories, bills receivable, cash equivalent and prepaid expenses. And moving on to the current liabilities, short-term loan, trade creditors, bills payables and expenses payable. Okay, with this. Okay, this is illustration sum 1, number 1. Just note it down. What is quick ratio? What do you mean by quick ratio? The business has to repay his amount that he has bought from the creditor. Okay, so how he will pay? By selling the asset, he will get the money and he will pay. So that is termed as a quick asset. Okay, quick assets. Business கடன் வாங்கிருக்கோம் அந்த கடன் வாங்கி இருக்கிற அமௌண்ட் ரீபே பண்றதுக்கு quick assets by selling the quick assets they will repay their loan. Okay. Second sum is quick ratio. Quick ratio. Okay. It is quick ratio means quick assets and the current liabilities. Quick assets and the current liabilities. It's a reverse. Okay, it's a reverse of the previous sum. Quick. Now we should know what is quick asset. Okay, what is quick asset? Quick asset means current assets minus investments minus bills receivable. Okay, by selling it. Okay, all the asset that we have in us. In our business, by selling it, we are repaying the liabilities. So bills receivable. Okay. The illustration 2, page number 298. Okay. Current assets, inventories, and the I've written bills payable. It is a prepaid expenses. It is prepaid. What it is in the question? You have to write it. Okay. Prepaid expenses. If it is expenses payable, it is in a liability. It is a prepaid expenses. So, current assets, we know current asset is 2,50,000 minus investments for the inventories is 50,000 and the prepaid expenses is 15,000. Okay, 2,50,000, it will give a 50, that is 2 lakh. 2 lakh minus 15, it gives a 1,85,000. Okay, current liabilities. What is the current liabilities? Short-term loans, trade creditors, bills payable and the expenses payable. See in the sum what it is given, only they have given total current liabilities. This total current liabilities compromises all the things which I have said. So, apply the formula, quick ratio. We have got the quick asset that is 1,85,000 and no need of preparing the current liabilities. It is in the question. Current liabilities is 1 lakh. Okay. Okay. Strike out the 3 zeros. Divide 1,185,000 by 100. You will get 1.85 into 1. Okay. 1.85 ratio of 1. Okay. This is the second sum. Quick ratio means quick asset. Current ratio means current asset minus divided by current liabilities. And quick ratio, if they ask to find out the quick ratio, quick asset by current liabilities. Okay. Third problem, all this has been combined. What it is combined? The current assets and the quick ratios. Current ratio and the quick ratio. Okay. In this exercise, you will get a 5 mark, 3 mark, and 2 marks. So it's very, very important. The only thing that you have to know under here is the formulas. Formula and the formula under which classification it doesn't fall under it. Okay, third sum. Following the balance sheet illustration 298, illustration 3. Example 3. I am working out the example, you work out the exercise. Equities and the liabilities. Okay, the shareholder fund, some more information has been given. And the second column, it has been given the assets. Okay, assets total is 3 lakhs. In this one, they are asked to find out the current ratio and the quick ratio. So, the part A, the A part is current ratio. A current ratio is equal to, what is the formula? What is the formula? Current assets by current liabilities. Current assets by current liabilities. Okay, we know what is current assets. Okay, we know current assets. Yes, shall we know about the current assets? Yes, current assets right here. Current assets. Current assets is equal to inventories. In the sum, check whether investment is there. So, in the sum, moving on to the asset side. Okay, this side only asset. In the asset, inventories is there, we can take. Trade receivable is there, we can take. Cash equivalent is there, we can take. And prepaid expenses is there, we can take. Okay, so totally 3 lakhs. Inventories plus trade receivables. Trade receivables plus cash and cash equivalent. பணம் பணத்துக்கு நிகராக இருக்கக்கூடியவை. Okay, equivalents and the prepaid expenses. Check in the sum. What is the value for inventories? It is 45,000. And for the trade receivables, it is 70,000. And for the cash and cash equivalent, it is 30,000. And for the prepaid expenses is 5,000. Yes, I am right, 5,000. Okay, add it. 1 lakh, 1 lakh 45 and 1 lakh 50,000. You will get 1 lakh 50. Everything is a round off figure. This is all round off figures. Okay. Now moving on to the current liabilities. The current liabilities, we have short term borrowings. Check here, short term, there is more maybe long term and the short term, you should not confuse it. As it is in a current, it is in an amount which is stipulated within a period of a time, within a short period of the time. So we can take as a short term borrowings. So short term borrowings, short term borrowings. Short term borrowings plus trade expenses, trade payables, that is we can say bills payable, then plus expenses payable is there. Yes, expenses payable is there. And plus short term provisions, short term provisions. Short term borrowings is 17,000. Trade bill payable is 25,000. And expenses payable is 3,000. And the short term provisions is 5,000. Check whether I have written all the values correctly. Yes, now add it. 30,000, 17, 47 and 50. Okay, 50,000. So apply the formula. Quick ratio, that is current ratio. Current asset by current liabilities. Current asset we got 1,50,000. And for the current liability liabilities we got 50,000. Okay, strike out the 4 zeros. It is 3. So 3:1. The ratio is 3:1. Then moving on to the quick ratio, because second part is quick ratio. Quick ratio we know quick asset and the current liabilities. Current liabilities. For the quick assets, detect everything, that is investments, total current asset minus inventories minus prepaid expenses. So in the first part of the sum we have found out the current asset. Yes, what is the current asset? The current asset value is 1,50,000. So directly write 1,50,000. Inventories we got 45,000. It is in the question. And for the prepaid expenses 5,000. So if you deduct it 1,45,000, it is 50,000. So you will get 1 lakh. So now apply the formula. Quick ratio, quick asset. We got quick asset 1 lakh. Current liabilities. We know current liabilities is 50,000. Take out the 4 zeros. Problems on the basis of the ratios. It is our short-term solvency ratios. One is current asset, one is current ratio, one is quick ratio, and along with both the sums are combined and we go prepared it. Okay, this will come with the 5 marks. So page number 320, problem number 1, 2 and 3 is the homework. Just work out the sums and post the videos. Thank you for the wonderful time sharing with me.